Hi, year 14. It's just Dr. Breen. Just touching base, just to say hello and just checking in with you. I hope you and your households are well. I hope that you have had some time to look at the different programs that Mrs. Garcia sent out and maybe signed up for something, because it's a really good opportunity to start to do something different. I hope you took some time last week to look at a new hobby, and I hope you're also getting involved as much as you can in CCB online community. I'm inside this week. You can see I'm inside. The weather's not just as good, so you don't get to see the dog, but there is a strong possibility that one of my kids will come in crying at some stage, so just be aware of that. We're now in about the 7th week of lockdown, and to be honest, myself and my family have got into quite a good routine. We are getting up in the morning, homeschooling. In between times, I'm taking Zoom lessons, setting tasks in Firefly, marking tasks in Firefly. And it all seems to be going pretty well. But they are probably missing the routine of school, and I'm probably missing the routine of school as well. But the thing that we're missing most is seeing other people and just being able to communicate with other people as easily as we have been doing beforehand, before the lockdown. What my kids are doing now is they've taken to using technology a lot more. They're having Zoom quizzes every weekend. With their friends or their cousins. They're WhatsApping their friends or cousins or FaceTiming, and it's really important for them that they are doing that they have somebody else to just kind of chat to outside of the household that they're currently in. I think all of us realise that now more than ever it's important to keep contact with people, and we are lucky that we have so many different types of media available to us, such as Zoom or WhatsApp or FaceTime. Even just actually picking up the phone and talking to somebody makes a massive difference. And even, sending somebody a letter in the post is a really nice gesture as well. But I think nowadays it's really important that we keep checking in and just making sure that you keep contact. There are a lot of ad campaigns out on the TV at the minute. I took an assembly earlier in the year where we talked about the ITV campaign of Britain Get Talking, where they were encouraging people to spend a few minutes just chatting to each other and talking about what they've been up to during that day. And they have relaunched this campaign now during lockdown, because they realise that now more than ever it's important that people are chatting to each other as well. Another channel called Dave has released a campaign called Be the Mate You'd Want. It is saying, its kind of statement is that sometimes the small gestures you make a really big difference, and all it takes is a text, a chat, or a tweet, something just to show somebody that you're there for them. So my challenge to you this week is to make contact with at least 3 people. It's not a difficult challenge, and I'm sure most of you do this on a daily basis, but I want you to make contact with at least 3 people, preferably those that you haven't been in contact with over the last 2 weeks. Now, that could be somebody within your class, it could be somebody just within the sixth form, it could be somebody from a totally different year group, it could be somebody from your house, it could be your aunt, could be your uncle, could be your granny, could be your granda, could be Mr. Williams down the street. Anybody, just make contact with them. Send them a message, just shout hello at them in the street, just make some type of contact, just to show them that there's a friendly face, that there's somebody just looking out for them, and you probably don't realise what that can mean to somebody. So that's a challenge this week. Just take time to think about who you can contact, and I'll touch base with you again next week.